Ah, yes, the all-consuming one has arrived. Pardon me, I'm just doing advertising because none of my automated shit wanted to today for some reason. Let's see here. Of course. Have you taken your written driver's test? No, I have an appointment too, though. Are we talking about the one when you first take it, or are we talking about the first or the second one? Because I've taken the first one. I haven't done the driving exam yet. I did take the driver's test. It's not hard. I had to think about that for a second because it's been a hot minute. Yeah, the multiple choice one. Yeah, I've taken that before. Yeah. Like, if you know basic driving principles, it's easy. Like, what does the red light do? What do you do at a four-corner intersection when you've got four cars? Like, on a scale of plasma to steel. I'm gonna say oobleck, because if you know what you're doing with it, it can be really smooth, but if you're just trying to go in head-on with no experience, it's gonna be hard. Like, it really depends on just how much you've been exposed to driving. It really does. Like, for me personally, I've always been in, like... Well, I mean, it's like I thought of it as kind of, like, hardest to pretty much air, right? Yeah, well, it's like, it's not a dense thing. You know, I thought it was like a scale of density, so I was like, well, fucking oobleck. Plasma is such an interesting thing. Just as a state of matter. You know, they didn't teach me that in chemistry. That plasma is a state of matter. They just glossed over that entirely. It was like mentioned once and then never mentioned again. Also, apparently we joined the 10% by, dying on the level into the abyss 3 times last stream. And that's really funny to me. Sonic.exe. I wish I could touch the sun, but not in a metaphorical way, just to see how it feels. I don't even blame you on that one. You know the one that I've always found the most interesting when it comes to, like, celestial shit that's like, hey, I want to touch that, has always been Jupiter. Because it's such a fucking foreign concept that this entire planet is made out of literal gas that I'm like, no, do you fall through it? Can you stand on it? Can I pet it? Do you just go vip out the other side, Mario Galaxy style? You know, there's just a million questions on that one where I'm like, no, you can fall through. Does that imply that you just get sucked to the center of it, like fucking Mario Galaxy style? Yeah. Still, that's just fucking crazy. You can technically pet it. Like, it's just gas. It's just really fascinating to me on like this level that it's like a ghost planet. You know, it's like, you look at this giant fucking sphere and it looks solid, but it's implied that you could just go through it. And that's just so fucking trippy to me. Like, that's just so fucking crazy. is just such a surreal thought to me. Ouch. What was this JPEG? We were already having JPEG sent? Let's see what the JPEG is. No, OBS, stop. Open the fucking image. Oh, it's just lit. Yeah! Yeah, this is like the weird of it is it's like, okay, yeah, the center of its core is like is just basically a metal earth. But it's just so surreal to me on this level of like, you can just go through it. What would the surface of Jupiter even look like from a POV perspective if you could stand on it, you know? And probably death. It's still just a cool image, like, you could talk about questions about Jupiter for hours because it is just such a crazy thing. Unless. Yeah, so then, is Jupiter's core the planet? Or is the gas technically the planet? Or is that just its atmosphere? Okay, that's a good explanation. That's actually a pretty solid explanation. Pun intended. The gas makes up most of its gravitational influence, and thus that the gas is considered part of the planet. You know, it's just questions like that like, you look at this giant ball of literal space gas, and it's like, well, what part of this is? Yes, there's the lurking hellos. Fuck it, let's host a poll. Let's host a gambling thing. Wait, no, I can't do that yet. I can't do the prediction yet because it only lets me go up to an hour. I was gonna do a prediction of like, hey guys, do you think I'm gonna beat the game this stream? But then we can't use that feature for the whole rest of the stream. Yeah, it's just a weird thing where it's like... What, you mean the one that we got through? The one that we just did? Really? That's fucking hilarious. That wasn't the hardest thing ever. Like, it wasn't, like, dirt easy, but it wasn't hell. I think the only thing that I would have changed about that section if I had designed it, which I didn't, obviously, would honestly just be, I don't think that the generator placement should be random on respawn. I think it should be random depending on the run. Like, if you start a new game, then it's random, but, like, if you die, it's not. So you know, kind of like a roguelite in that way. Just on the principle of like you can't really plan around where the generators are. You can't make a route. I feel like that would make it too easy. Maybe have Slender show up a bit more like in the woods without the insta-kill. Like, maybe have him be more of a present threat in that section, aside from the proxy. You know, I thought it was kind of bullshit how it was like, if you just walk backwards into him, you're fucked. And he's there, but he's not there. He's not as omnipresent as in the woods. I do think this game captured the vibe of, like, the fact that Slender kind of shows up, does his shit, gets bored, and then fucks off, and then comes back really well. I like the concept that you're not always running from him. What is omnipresent, however, is these bitches. God damn, I've been got. Hang on, guys, I've got some grub that I gotta go grab. I'll be right back. Oh, shit. Oh, goddamn. Fuck. There we go. Okay. Where's my headphones? I come back in the room, my phone's playing copywritten music next to the mic. I'm like, oh, shit. There we go. Got myself a bowl of mac and cheese tonight. There we go. And a Dr. Pepper. You know, the weirdest thing that I've been seeing recently is people have been opening, instead of opening a full-on restaurant, people have recently been opening kitchens that you can only order from websites. Which is a fascinating little concept. Well, it's interesting because it is lame. I'm not gonna like defend that, but it is kind of interesting. Just on a level of like, shut up, phone. God, quit playing Back in Black. I understand. Shut up. There we go. Anyways, it's interesting because in areas where people can't really afford to make new restaurants, they can at least still make new food around you. It's kind of nice. Especially in a ever non-growing town like this one. The most revolutionary thing we got here was the fucking Popeyes like 3 years ago. $5 a minute. That's fucking hilarious. That is an astronomical amount of money per hour. Let me calculate this real quick. Let me pull up Google Assistant and like look this up. Wait, never mind. I ripped that off my phone. Okay, so 5 times 60, $300 an hour. Jesus Christ. Man's charging that Elon Musk money. One minute. Get a timeshare thing going. Make it so that people charge for different minutes out of your day. You got like 5 people that all have different minute-long blocks. Add an exclusivity contract, make it so they can't talk about it outside of the group either. Well, don't worry, ads are scheduled to play right as pre-stream ends before the game anyways. I set it up like that so people wouldn't have to be annoyed by waiting for ads. I know that feeling. I like how Slender the Arrival has fucking Steam cards of all things. Steam cards are the weirdest shit. Like, nobody actually cares about them. But they do so much on the platform. To where if you want to get invested in anything on the platform, outside of just buying video games, you have to fuck with them. And I almost wonder if that's Valve's way of being like, hey, fuck you. Oh, that's fucking great. I've thought about just making mine the stock TF2 engineer fucking Steam card before. I've legitimately thought about it. I still might. What even is your Steam profile picture? I haven't seen it. I haven't paid attention in a hot minute. Is it just Mohu? Yes, it is. I always look at the names of people before I look at their profile pics, so sometimes I'll just completely space it. And then they'll change their profile pic, and like a month later I'll be like, hey, wow, that's new. That's kind of fun. I almost wish they called it that, just on the joke of an enemy just being called the Suicider. He just grabbed the calzone. Oh, not yet. Oh, God. I actually do appreciate the tonal shift they took with it. Like, I like how that grit is still ingrained in the core of the game. They haven't gone full TF2 funny moments mode. But there are a few things that are like, you look at and you go, that's funny. I'm glad they took that approach with it, because that's always the vibe I always got from, like, the dwarves from, like, Lord of the Rings and stuff, you know? Is that 70% of the time they're hard-ass gritty motherfuckers. And then that other 30%, they're just dropping the stupidest shit you've ever heard. And I think they got that balance fucking beautifully for Deep Rock. It's part of the reason why I love that game. Oh, hell yeah. I prefer the grittier tone of the Half-Life 2 beta just because I feel as if it lined up better with the themes they were conveying and Half-Life 1. But that's not even me shitting on Half-Life 2. I love it as well. I love what we got. I just also think that it could have been different, and that's also cool. Yeah, it totally is. TF2 is a fascinating example of a game that totally went through that without being in beta. TF2 is the Jabberwocky of video games. Everybody knows it. It's a little butt ugly. It's always been there. And nobody can kill it. And when you look closer at it, it's just nonsense. I love it. Which beta are we talking about? Weren't there like 12? Okay. I think we can all unanimously agree and be thankful for the fact that we did not get Team Fortress 2 Brotherhood of Arms. And actually just got the TF2 we got. It stands up better than Half-Life 2 and Left 4 Dead. I'd say it still looks solid. I make the joke of it looking butt ugly because there are just little bits here and there that are like, ooh, that's a little dated. You know, like the custom game server browser. Or the options menus. All of them. Yeah, there weren't that many of them. They were all weirdos. That sounds about right. I still love that Scout TF2 is officially named after Jerema. I have just done that. I just did that. I'll do it again. Fuck it. Sorta. Yeah, fucking... You know, it's funny. is, Germany. Okay, so, I was thinking about this the other day, right? Fucking... How do I put this? TF2 has aged a lot better than all the other Source games, and that has been what's kind of keeping it afloat in my eyes. But at the same time, all the other Source games have gotten consistent quality of life updates. Ooh, what are we playing after Halloween? Oh god, why is that root beer killing me? Hang on. Murder root beer. After Halloween, we're gonna be doing the sequel to the Transformers game we played, and then hopefully, during the production of that, I'll have the time to get Epic Mickey working for after it. Because that is still on the roster. I just have not had the time to load it onto the Wii U properly. And Halloween has been such a fucking production that I have not had the time to focus on anything except current streams. Remember Spooky Sunday? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The only reason I stopped Spooky Sunday was because people kept requesting non-spooky games. So I said, oh, fuck it, we got a block on Sunday, we're not playing anything on that day. Nobody's requested anything on that day. Let's use that day. When I have time, I plan on bringing Wednesday's stream back. I have had some ideas on how to manage that one. I've had several ideas on how to manage that one. I'm just not sure how to properly do them. So, we'll see where that goes. I'm waiting for the advertisement to start, then we'll swip over to the game view. Skull Tower. It's interesting to me still the fact that we got an official Slender game from the creators of Slender. You guys hear that this got a port to Nintendo Switch? I saw a whole Steam Deck account the other day talking about games that were on deck but not on Switch yet. And I went to go talk about this one because we were playing it. And I had to go fact check to post, right? Because I'm not that guy. And I went back and I looked it up. And yeah, Slender the Arrival is in fact on Switch. You can play this game on a Nintendo Switch. That's not what I meant. I know, but it's funny. You can play Genshin Impact on Switch. Yes, you can. You can play Genshin Impact on anything with a fucking internet connection. I would honestly trust it more on Switch than I would on a personal computer. Zone Cal grabbed going able. There's all kinds of crazy shit on, like, okay. It is interesting to me how many weirdly notable PC titles have been ported to the Switch. It just harvests Mario's personal data. If you got anything against Chris Pratt, I've got the game for you, buddy! Oh, yeah. Oh, it totally is. There is not a bone in my body that thinks that No Man's Sky should not be on Switch. Because that's one of those games where it's like, this totally benefits from the handheld form factor. It's just incredible how they got it on there. Doesn't the Switch only have, like 4 gigs of RAM? Let me look this up real quick. I might be thinking about VRAM. Let me go Google the specs of this thing. Nintendo Switch specs. Oh, ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. There's only 4 gigs of DDR4 total? Oh, fucking Christ. God, that's not even as much as the original Xbox One. That's half as much as the original Xbox One. Fuck. Guys, I know you don't, like, mark it off of specs anymore. I know you kind of shot that in the foot with the GameCube, but, like... God, give the devs some fucking wiggle room. Fuck! Valve shoved 16 gigs into their fucking console. Hell, they made it about the same price. I'm pretty sure you could up that to 8. I'm not saying you should, like, compete with the Steam Deck spec-wise, but, like, hey, can we get a little more of this? Can we get a Pro model already that doesn't have the drifty problem and some more RAM? Fuck. Okay, so we ended up recording an episode of John's podcast last night, and I was talking about this. So, since I have gotten the Steam Deck, I don't think I like thought about this for a hot minute. I don't think I've actually touched any other gaming system outside of streaming for, like, personal use. Like, just since I got this out of the box. Yeah. And it's just because it's just such a nice console. And I call it a console because that's pretty much what it is. It is a console that comes jailbroken. It lets you fuck with it. But, like, the main thing there that I was thinking about is I was like, no, it's just... Even if the specs are way... Like, you could put a potato in this thing. And I would still love it. So I'm like, no, I think the Switch really, like, just up the RAM a bit. I don't know, make the controllers more comfortable. For the love of God, unify your fucking digital storefront, please. And yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have any bitches about the console at that point then. I'm like, no, guys, go full in. Come on. I've got phones from 2017 that are more powerful than the Switch. I've got phones from 2015 that are more powerful than the Switch. What the fuck? How did they get... didn't the Wii U only have 2 gigs of RAM? Hang on. I remember this thing being fucking anemic. Like, the Wii U was just straight up fucking anemic. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 gigs of RAM. DDR3. You know, the funniest thing about all the Nintendo consoles that have come out since the Wii that really makes me laugh really hard on the inside is just the fact that, like, the GameCube they marketed as being really fucking powerful. And then they made the Wii, and the Wii is just a souped-up GameCube. Like, I think the Wii, like, the GameCube has, like... Yeah, I wonder how they got Pikmin 3 looking so good on the Wii U. 2 gigs of RAM. Fuck. Here, let's go to the game view real quick. I want to keep talking about this, though. But it was like, the GameCube had 256 megabytes of RAM, I think. And then the Wii had, like, 512 megs of RAM. And I remember the Wii U was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, they're pushing it, because it came out back in 2013 when, like, 4 to 8 gigs of RAM in a desktop computer was like, oh shit. Oh, he's rocking some power. And then RAM got really cheap and they came out with the Xbox One, which was like 5 times faster than it. Oop. There we go. Cool. Here, let's get this running. Nintendo like... I love talking about them because they're such a fucking enigma of a company in the gaming world, to the point where I would almost consider Nintendo titles and the wider gaming space to borderline not even be the same experience at all. Like, yeah, you can play Doom Eternal on the Switch. You can also play it on a PC. It's such a different experience on the Switch, due to Nintendo's little touches in their console. I found this to be really, really like a big thing with 3DS games. There's just a Nintendo flavor even in the third-party titles. I think my, like, favorite example of a third-party title from Nintendo, or on Nintendo's, like, shit, here, let me turn this down for a sec while I talk. I think my favorite example of Nintendo forcing a third-party company to add some Nintendo spice to it was Scribblenauts Unlimited, specifically on the Wii U. Because the Wii U version, again, very specifically... Let's turn that to there. Very specifically also included a bunch of custom words that were all just like Link from Zelda, the fucking hook shot, Mario, Peach, Bowser. You could probably get F-Zero in there if you type it in right. I don't... I've played one F-Zero game and it was the first one, and I've never touched the series again. Right? And it's just one of those things where it's like, Nintendo makes companies do that shit when they put their game on their console. Just weird little touches that are like, what the fuck? You put who in what? They can do that? Like, do you guys remember the Easter egg from, I think it was like Metal Gear Solid 2 or 3 on the GameCube? Or no, it was Metal Gear Solid 1's remake on the GameCube. They had, shut up. Oh shit, I started a new game. Not a big deal. Hang on. Oh, it's doing the funny again. Hang on. Do. I don't know how to fix this. Shut. No, that is not the button I'm looking for. We just gotta relaunch it. Hang on. Nope, don't put me back in. This isn't the console. This is me being fucking stupid. That's just me being fucking stupid. There we go. Yeah, this game ain't officially supported on deck. It just happens to launch. There we go. Were we in Homestead? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There's voice acting? What the fuck?
On site of the Matheson family farm, continuing my investigation in Charlie's disappearance. Let's see what we can turn up.
Okay, well we know the first part of this section, so let's do that puzzle. Ooh, look at my funny backing animation. Okay. Tire Cox. El Bozo Charlie. Oh. Alright. Yeah, it just kills me how, of all the games that got random Nintendo Switch support, this happened to be one of them. Alright, let's go in here, and let's go up there and do the funny puzzle. There we go. Give me the funny puzzle. There we go. Yeah, it's just one of those weird little factoids that's like, really? Y'all arose not to make a sequel, but no. Switch port. It's just a weird one. Like, I'm not sure. We haven't beaten this yet, so I'm not sure if it is worthy of a sequel. Or if it is a solid self-contained story. I can't make that assessment yet. Okay, generator. Let's go over here. Nobody wants a sequel to this. I would. Why? Just because it's fucking Slender? I mean, come on, guys. It's fun. Have some fun with the cheesy horror murder franchise. Because Slenderman as a concept is dead. I don't know, I figure if you can get all the original creators to come back around and make this as like a title. I'm assuming we just gotta go this way and follow the funny path. I don't think you can say a concept can... Let's go this way. I'm not sure you can just say a concept can just die. That sounds weird. Like, in the wider industry, sure, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have potential. Oh, hell yeah, I'm not even debating that either. Slender was vastly oversaturated at the time. I just figured that we could probably get some kind of good content out of it, still. Because nobody's touched it. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this could work as an interesting little, like, pseudo-nostalgia-driven revival. Wow. Hey, I see we're playing some 123 Slaughter Me Street now. Yeah, fair. I don't think a concept itself can actually die. I think it's just innovation within the concept that can die out. Like, nobody was doing anything new for Slender, so it stopped being relevant. I just did the world's biggest U-turn. I don't like this whole gimmick of LeMayo you can't see occasionally. This doesn't make atmosphere, it makes me lost. Jerry can. Get me the fuck out of here. Oh, that's a really good way, actually, to hide the skybox changing to later in the day. That's really well done. Like, if Sony can make a motion picture that barely resembles Slenderman and still get people talking about it, I'm pretty sure you could get people interested just on the principle alone. There's nothing wrong with a cheesy little fucking revival of a franchise for just, like, fun. The Slender movie was dog water. Oh, I'm not saying it wasn't, I'm not saying it was good. It was horrible. I have watched it, actually. That's some funky noise. I want Slender to be cheesy. I want it to be scary. It can be both. This is a franchise that has the potential to be both. And because there's so much content surrounding it, I mean, you can have the peace of mind that the next Slender-related thing that comes out is probably going to return to the status quo. Look at that man. What is this man doing? Oh, shit! I'm convinced there's nothing you can do to make Slender scary again. I don't believe that. I think anything can be as scary as the amount of effort you are willing to put into it to make it as such. Wait, we already have the gas can. Just spawned us back here. Let's get the fuck out of the cornfield. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Oh, guys, did you see the lore? Let's just cut through it. Calling him white guy? Well, yeah, but that... Making fun of the scary thing is my job. What's up? Well, yep, that's a... Oh, here we go. Really love the use of blue lighting as a tonal shift. Pretty sure you aren't scared of anything. There are things I do fear in this world. What? Okay, what am I supposed to find in here? Probably a key, right? Let's just spit this out over here. No, there are things in this world that genuinely, to this day, do still terrify me. Okay, it's just... Olay. What scares me the most? Ooh. I'm gonna have to think about that for a hot minute there. I'm gonna have to think about that for a hot minute. I'm not sure. Because there are quite a few things that legitimately do terrify me in this world. Let's go to the house while I'm thinking about this. Because we ain't find anything here. I wasn't scared of Slender, but I really did enjoy the horror of him. I don't think I've ever really been scared of Slender. But I did genuinely enjoy the concept and thought the idea of giant creepy man in the woods was really fun. Where am I? That is fucking beautiful. I'd have to say the thing that probably has always gotten me the most, because, like, my fears, of course, have changed with time, but the thing that has objectively fucked with me the most has always been the uncanny valley. And not on the principle of, like, just things that look off, because it's like I don't have a fear of mannequins, per se. But rather, things that are alive and acting alive that very much so should not be alive. Like, I remember when Five Nights at Freddy's first came out, the original design for Bonnie with the hallucination with the really tiny humanoid eyes. That fucked with me. That one got under my skin. Springtrap didn't. Springtrap didn't get under my skin, actually. I just thought he was cool. Yeah, one of the features of Five Nights that I thought really was lacking in later entries was honestly not the overall horror, but the just the weird little touches of like, wow, this is kind of fucked up. Like the hallucinations from FNAF 1. Like, they did kind of come back. They did kind of come back a little, like later on and shit in other games. But the first game's hallucinations and the warped, distorted noise you hear, that one got me. FNAF never scared me. Fair. Fair. It is a very oddly specific fear. I think that's what really made Five Nights, like, kind of special to me, was that it was a very oddly specific, targeted horror. Like, if you have a fear of mannequins and inanimate objects, you will shit yourself about this. If you don't, you're gonna get nothing here. Hey, look, it's Slendy in the background. Yeah. The idea of, like, things showing up in photos that, like, you didn't notice before, that one never really got me. On the ground of, like, oh, well, yeah, it was there, but it's not now. You know, it's not gonna fucking get me now. But, wow, that's kind of spooky. It was there. You know, that never really got to me. That didn't hit me where it hurt. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not gonna debate that at all. I'm not even saying... this isn't even a critique of their quality. This is a personal fear scale. Do I think they're fucking great? Hell yeah. The original Slender photos are really well done. I love them. Marble Hornets is great. I can't be grounded. And the reason why I can't be grounded is because, oh wow, that was a really cool light shift. The reason why I can't be grounded is because I've just seen so much weird shit in this world to where I have no guarantee what is and isn't. It's one of those weird things where it's like, yeah, okay, this shouldn't be happening, but I've seen weirder, so why can't it? We're gonna take a detour. Diet Coke schizophrenia. Fair. At least it's not the full-on one. At least you didn't get the Coke Zero of schizophrenia. Oh, it's a church. Can I get up there? No. That's a great joke. Let me guess. The church is gonna burn down now. Let me guess. I've got a small laundry list of things in the family. Oh, what the fuck? I picked them all up. They're all mine. You can't have them. You can't have them! This doesn't spook me. That didn't spook me. That was just some guy. Boss, you killed a child. Great work, boss. This is why you're the best. Fucking thing's making pig squealing noises. Is it gonna get out and come after us? Probably. Knowing my luck in these games, given what we've seen in the past, probably. More than likely. Okay. What? Friend! I wasn't gonna make her out there. I saw that shit and had a moment of, I'm fucked. Get ganked. There he goes. How the hell did you find Help Wanted even uncomfortable? Help Wanted was okay. I actually, okay, let me elaborate. Help Wanted in VR is great. And this is coming from somebody who bought it at launch and has actually played a good bit of it. The actual, like, playing it in VR is actually fucking great. I'm not even counting the stupid lore, weird VHS crap, spring lock, fuck, Afton weird. I'm not even going there. Just the core gameplay of it's Five Nights at Freddy's in VR. They should have just made that. On desktop or in flat mode, which is what they've been, I guess, kind of marketing it on now, it's lame as hell. It's just FNAF with worse graphics. And FNAF 1 didn't have that good of graphics. Like, in VR, it's acceptable because your walnut vision of 2 pixels. Yeah, Help Wanted. No, that's another thing! Security Breach and Help Wanted are the worst names because they're both just technical terms. Yeah, for me, like, I have a hard time getting immersed in VR games, and the two horror games in VR that totally got me the most have been, Five Nights Help Wanted, and, ironically, a non-VR conversion, Alien Isolation in VR is the most terrifying horror experience that I have ever played. Um, yeah, Security Breach just has so much fucking wasted potential. It really sucks. It genuinely sucks. Because I remember when it was announced and it was a free roam FNAF game, like, everybody's been wanting that. But, oh, fuck. It really it's kind of the Sonic 06 of gaming in the modern day. I hope it kills the frame. God, you just have a cynical outlook on every franchise. Like, I hope the DLC that they're taking the time to make is good. I hope they do make something good out of it. I can't help it, I'm bitter. Okay, don't worry. You can be bitter on that as long as I can be bitter and paranoid about Nintendo. We're even. It's cool. I get it. I totally get that. But like I like Security Breach is one of those games where it's like this has potential. They just really should have brought more competent people onto the team who had more experience with this kind of project. I don't blame you for being bitter. Dude, I don't even blame you. Like, okay, I was talking about this also on the podcast. What the fuck is with so many, like, not even just gaming, products in general nowadays? I'm saying products as in, yes, fucking suck. Okay? Oh my god. Give me this. Like, god, fuck. 2P model. Not even consumerism. Like, you know what? You want to know one of the things that like really got me recently that made me go, "Hey guys, what the fuck?" We're gonna pause this for real quick so I can talk about this, just so I can get my head straight. I want to miss something here while talking about consumerism. So, I am a Transformers fan. I am very open about this fact. I love collecting the little figures. Their engineering is just fucking crazy. You know, and regardless of your opinions on this franchise, whatever. However, one of the things that got brought up recently is that some of the more expensive classes of figures are nowhere near as fully featured as they used to be. Like in 2015, you could pick up a figure that had voice clips from the show, great posability, turned into a great little vehicle mode, had lights and sounds and all this little fun shit, you know, little spring-loaded gimmicks and crap. And it was just a cool toy. It was a cool figure. But these days, you pay that same money and for the same, like, class of figure, the same top shelf figure, and it is just better engineered. And one of the excuses they made when people were like, hey, what the fuck? This is just a normal figure with some shit, was, oh, well, plastic is really expensive. Bitch, your entire job is to manufacture toys for children. What do you mean you can't put plastic in my plastic? Like, this is the man-child splaining. But the reason I use this as an example is because it is the most egregious one of these excuses that I have seen in the past, like, 3 years. Because other games will be like, oh, we had to reuse enemies from the last entry because game development is hard. Bro, your entire job and studio surrounds making games. Make the fucking video game. Not even Valve. Not even Valve. Like, looking at Valve's, like, backlog, the only game that I think shares enemies that I can think of is Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead 1. And Left 4 Dead 2 is just Left 4 Dead 1, but better. And also had launched, like, maybe within the same 3 years. Yeah, Valve is a great example of them not doing that. Or, like, the Halo trilogy. Every Halo game had different models, they had upscaled models, they had higher res models, they had different AI, they had better AI, they had more enemies. But these days it's like, you look at 343 and they're just like, oh, we ported over the elites from Halo 4 because game development's hard. I'm like, what do you mean? Your entire job is to make a new fucking Halo game. You know, and like this example can apply indefinitely. Like, this is like if a Bible manufacturing company came out and said they were only producing softcover versions of the Bible that were abridged because paper was expensive. This is like, and it's not even that, like, there have been computer companies making the same excuse of, like, one of my favorites was Apple going, well, we can't include a charger in the box because we're trying to save the environment by making you buy a separate box. You could have just said making a charger is hard, and I think people would have just went, oh, okay. You know? Valve, with their Steam Deck, the thing that I was, like, wicked impressed with it was you got the deck, you got a case with it, you got some digital funkery, you got a charger that can charge all kinds of shit. It's all there. You buy a new Apple phone for twice this fucking price, and it's like, well, you got the phone all right. Yeah, totally. This is like, and like, it's across the board. Like, fuck. Like Netflix. Netflix is another example of one. They could have monopolized. They could have made exclusivity agreements for decades. They could have, like... Yeah. Yeah, no, it totally is. And it's not just media. It's not just media. Like, this killed me. This made me keel over. This is the last part of this rant before we get back into the game. So, I went online and I was looking for a USB-C hub for my Steam Deck. Okay, some real brain-dead shit. 15 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago on my laptop, 2019, USB-A dock. I could go pick up a new dock for this laptop for $20, and it would come with a new charger, a couple of adapters, and a full motherboard extension that plugged into the bottom of the computer. So I go online and I go looking for a Steam Deck dock because the new one had, like, I think it had just came out, but I didn't have the $80 for it. So I was like, okay, well, let's go with one of these third-party options. I didn't have the $80 for the fucking dock, okay? So I'm looking around, and I find this company called JSOX, and they produce basically the same fucking product that was engineered by themselves before the original Steam Deck dock came out, okay? And their dock was still $40 and included no new features. I ended up getting their little dongle, which cost me... This little dongle cost me the same amount as my laptop dock that has 5 billion ports on it. Shit, like, just shit as a whole is getting more expensive and significantly less well built. And I know this is like one of those things where it's like, well, we're in a resource drought, we're in a shipping drought. I don't fucking care. If you can't afford to make the same thing with the same quality for the same money, that's fine. How about you just limit supply or something? How about we make these limited runs? Just don't make as many of them. How about we recycle material? Do you know how much e-waste is out there? How much fucking dead copper is out there that we could be using to create these machines for less money? No. No, $80 dock. Fuck you. Like Joy-Cons. Like, I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, 2013, Wii U comes out. My Wii U has had shit spilled on it. It has been thrown... Not the gamepad either. The console has been thrown across the room. It has been fucking dropped billions of times at this point. It has been shoved in boxes. It has been shipped without packing. It still works. I can grab my Wii U even though it has, like, dents and fucking rust on it, and plug it in, and it'll still work. My Switch died because game development is hard, and they couldn't make a joystick that doesn't drift. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you legitimately fucking kidding me? This previous gen console, which is a piece of shit, will be the last thing standing on this planet because of how well it's built. But your new piece of shit, your new hot shit device, breaks because you use it as intended. What? And this, I want to specify, I'm using the Switch as an example here. I've had this happen with other shit. Same kind of shit. I bought a GTX 1050. I bought a GTX 1080 Ti. I thought the 1080 Ti would be great. The 1050 outlived it. What? Okay, let me look at the pings I've got in Discord real quick here, and then we're gonna unpause. This take me 30 seconds. Let me see here. I've got a thing in link banner. Oh yeah, it's the thing about No Man's Sky on Switch. No, that's a fucking technical marvel. I actually have seen that video. It's a technical marvel. I fucking love that shit. I hope I can get No Man's Sky eventually running on the deck when I can money. Yeah. But it's like if I'm gonna spend $300+, potentially $400 on a device. No, I'm not familiar with the light bulb conspiracy. Can you please tell me about the light bulb conspiracy? Okay, that is close. I checked that like 5 times just now. Okay. Hi, Zoe. Closed, okay. Okay, there's one. Great use of diegetic audio here, actually. Where the fuck? Not sure if there's a way to close this. Ooh. I like how you can hear it faintly in the background playing. That's fun. That ruins all suspense I have. I can't move! I can't move! Where's my room? Is it back here? Hang on. Where's my mouse? There it is. I need to read the light bulb conspiracy. Oh, yeah, no, that's a well-known fact, actually. That's called planned obsolescence. It's something that Apple engages in frequently. Like, have I told you guys about my experiences with trying to repair Apple products? and, like, just the bullshit I've encountered before. Like, do you guys want to hear just, like, my dirty laundry with trying to be a technician for Apple products? Oh my god, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Apple does this really quirky thing where at the factory, all of the components inside of a phone have a chip implanted in them that puts a binding code, a sort of key, to that device on that part. Okay, so hear me out. This means that if I take a screen from one iPhone 10 and put it into another iPhone 10, features won't work, even though it is an Apple product part. Despite the fact that it is an Apple part, it will refuse to function. And they do this with their cameras. For a long time, they were getting into shit for doing it with their home buttons. Like, if your home button broke, you had to send it into Apple because you couldn't install a replacement home button due to their software. Or you had to go buy some, like, sketchy rig that would reprogram the keys from the last button. I like how the Scrub Daddy emoji did not show up on anything. And what's fucked is other companies actually have been following Apple. That's a Scrub Daddy, yes it is. Where am I going from here? I have a feeling I want to get to that. But I think there's a wall right here. Again, that's really well done. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm on track. There it is. Yes, shut up. Ah, that's beautiful. Meet me by the street in an hour. I left a list of things to bring with you. Leave everything else behind. I'll explain as soon as I see you. To fix this, don't tell Lauren about me. Okay. Go. Okay, it is kind of funny that y'all are fucking with each other on this level there, though. Slender man note. Slender note. Snout. They've been got 'em. They've been gotten. This is unfortunate. Let me guess, this is gonna reveal that Slender Man was just a ghost tied to the forest the whole time. And that burning down the forest, it defeated him, and he went with the flames. Fuck off, white guy. Fuck off, white guy. Ah! Ah! No, white guy. Ah! What the fuck? It has tentacles now. There he is. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. What? Is that just the end? Are we done? Or are we going? No, I just died. Okay. You burned to death. Ah. Ah. Ow. Ah. Go away. Okay, that is a cliff. Slender no-no. There's no, like, set path here. So I'm gonna keep fucking up on this one. No, 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 no. Not the noise. Okay. I don't know what you do in post-stream, so I mean, fair. Ah! I don't typically talk about what I'm up to post-stream just because I don't think it's generally anything interesting. Like, does anybody here even care about me, like, fixing pipes in a house? Come on. You know, this would be a whole lot more playable if this wasn't a thing that was happening to me. Where are you supposed to go? No. Am I not allowed to pause while he's after me? What the fuck? Okay, so you're not allowed to pause while he's after you. The very obvious radio tower in the distance. It's hard to see it. It's hard to see it. Oh, there he is. Let's go this way. What radio? Okay. What the fuck? Rock! No! Why the rock? You can't rock me like this. You can't do that to me on a stream without a car, okay? You can't do that to me on a stream without a car. What's with the Pikmin 2 fire geysers? What? Okay, so it's over that way. Let's go that way. Oh my god, there is a fucking pathway. Dude! Dude, could you have, like, put a better marker to show that there was, in fact, a pathway? Game? Hot damn. No, fuck off. Let me beat the fucking video game. Ow. Looking to the right is pretty difficult. Okay. Well, that's not my immediate instinct when I come out of the forest and it's on fire, okay? I'm not a right-looking human being, okay? I'm a leftist, okay? I'll have you know. Everybody knows that the one thing leftist liberals and pigs have in common is they cannot look in an oddly specific direction. Come on. Pigs can't look up, I can't look right. What the fuck? Oh. I didn't even acknowledge the burnt dead guy there. I just went for the fucking camcord. That's some thumbnail material right there. Okay. I heard some stock screams. You probably did. Fuck you. Where am I? Is this the farmhouse? I don't like this. I can't fucking see! Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? There we go. Hang on. Okay. Big brain time. Who needs a flashlight? Night vision, bitch. Where the fuck am I supposed to be going? Let me guess, it's the very obvious giant floating question mark to my left. You just gotta get to the flagpole on your right, dude. Don't you see it? No, you just need the AK-47 that you spawn with. Didn't you know? Kentucky. Kentucky moment. Okay, so you were supposed to go to the crime. I don't know why, I just kind of got the implication that you weren't supposed to go toward that. You know, it wouldn't be anything in the game setup. Okay, that was it. Cool. That was a really fun little experience. That was a really fun little experience. I quite enjoyed that. Out of 10, horror game-wise, immediately started. Twitch. Oh my god, Twitch. That's such a fucking Twitch moment. Stop it, the Genshin ads. I'm about to cease and desist. Right? Big fuck off Desert Ad. Big fuck off Desert Ad. Okay, so if I had to give this game, from a horror perspective, a rating, I'd probably give this game a solid 6.5 out of 10. No, we'll make it a 7. We'll round it up to a 7 because it's really fucking pretty. I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not a masterpiece. I wouldn't call this like a horror masterpiece, genre-defining, whatever. But it is really fun. This genuinely feels like the definitive Slender game, and I think that's what they were trying to do, and I think that's what they succeeded with. I don't understand why the term lady fucking is a non-permitted Twitch term, but I had to fucking manually allow that, and that's really funny. Why are these ads so long? I'll tell you guys in a bit. I'm waiting for the ads to wrap up here, so we can talk about this game a bit. Okay. Okay. Go play Crypt for a tonal shit. No, those games are all happening. Those games are all happening during the Indie Horror Showcase. Those games are all happening during the Indie Horror Showcase. Don't worry. Don't worry. Those are happening. They have their slots. What now? What now is we're gonna go play the original 8 pages to get a bit of a frame of reference, because I think that would be fun. Just to see, like, the drastic downgrade from from here to the original, right? So I'm gonna show you guys the desktop mode on the Steam Deck. Y'all are gonna see all my emulation crap. I'm just gonna let you guys know about that in advance. Oh, hey, look, it splits up desktop mode. I didn't know it just adapts the second screen like a monitor. Hang on, where even is? Hang on, we go to where would? Is it back this way? I need to get to the Windows button, essentially. Where is it? There we go. Oh. Oh, thank you for the Northern American Animal Pack. I didn't... Nice. That's really cool of you, Deck. I need to sit down. Deck bought me the entirety of Planet Zoo, and it was really it was really cool of them. Apparently it was on sale. And I need to delete a couple of games off this thing so I can have a look on it, look at it, because I've been trying to kind of diversify my Steam library up a bit. I found it was like just shooters for a minute there. Okay, so let's go to settings real quick. Where is display settings? Display. There it is. Boop. Cool. Does that work? Identify. Woo. Let's see here. Replicated. That's the embedded screen. Yep. Okay. Where's my taskbar? Hang on, let me unplug this and replug it real quick. It's being a little funny because I've never used desktop mode before with 2 screens. I've literally never touched this part of the console, so bear with me for a sec. What the fuck? That's a weird one. Oh, I need to go update the firmware on my dock for desktop mode to work right, and my dock's third party, so that's weird. Okay, whatever. I can still operate it like this just fine. Hello. Hello, Firefox. Okay, we're gonna go to... And this is why you never see me using chat on, games on deck, because the typing is great for browsers, it is not the best. Be IndieDB, I guess? Let's see here. Is this it? Is this the original? Looks like it. God, I hate ModDB. Where's or IndieDB? They're the same fucking website, let's face it. That is an ad by Google. How do you download this? How do you get this game? How do I get game? I like how it only goes to here because all of this is what you can only see on the deck page. God, I need to update the dock firmware. I didn't know that was a thing. That would fuck with me. I was like, oh, whoa, doo-doo-doo, I'm just using this for streaming. It'll be fine. Ah, there it is. Game Jolt. Why is that so buried? Slenderman the Ape. I like how it uses the Arrival artwork because the same guy worked on both of these. Old version. Let's do the updated one. What do you mean that's not it? What do you mean this isn't it? I mean, walks like a duck. Quacks like a duck. Is this a remake? Did I just find a remake? No, this is it. Alright, we'll cancel that. Alright, we'll go back to ModDB. Alright. Mission 2012. You know, one of the nice things about this is this thing can't get Windows bugs. Files tab. Files tab, okay. Okay, yeah. I always forget there's like a tab for this shit. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. There it is. How do I... No, I don't want any of the titty ads. Give me. There we go. What does this go away? Well, I'm not... On the Steam Deck, I'm not as savvy when it comes to viruses because I know that most Windows bugs can't affect this thing, and if I get ganked by a Linux bug, I'm just gonna reinstall the entire operating system because I don't care. It's not my main computer. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, it is still funny. I'll give you that. Oh, hey guys, look, it's my ROMs. It is my ROMs that I have downloaded from the interwebs. I haven't. Most of those are actually ripped. Let's see here. Minecraft, Slender. Move that back out here. Let's see what's in the files. Is it just an exe? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. So let me show you guys how opening, hang on, let me close this. Let me show you guys how setting up a Windows game on here works real quick, just for the joke of it, right? Where's Create New, there it is. Folder. We're just gonna call this one Gaming. Okay. So there's our gaming folder. We're gonna just drag this in here. This is just cleanup for files. You don't have to do this. I just don't want to extract this just anywhere and have my fucking shit get weird. Extract here. Cool. Okay, so here's the shit, right? Pages, data, cool. Alright. So to get a game to work on Steam Deck, what you do is you go and you open up Steam. You can do this in multiple ways. I like to do it from here. So we're going to go to Library. Go away. Add game. Add non-Steam game. Browse. This is going to be on Home Deck. Where's the gamer folder? Desktop. Gaming. Slender. Open. Wait, what? All files. Come on. Come on. I cannot see this small screen. Oh, why is that not showing up? That's weird. Alright, let's just close out of this and look through here. Okay. Sometimes it does this with unsupported games. You just gotta, like, grab it. The fucking touchpad isn't that long. Okay, there we go. That works. Did that work? Did I just move it on the... Nice. Nice, okay. Maybe we'll definitely find it now. Hang on. That's fucking stupid. Desktop. There it is. Open. Add selected program. Okay, I just had to pull it out of the fucking file. It's not supposed to make you like Linux. I don't care if you fucking like Linux. You can keep having your fucking Windows bullshit. I hope you like fucking... Let's see here. Compatibility? We're gonna do G Proton. You can have your fucking Windows 11. I'm not gonna stop you from having your computer progressively get worse over the years. And you just run it. And it should just start up here. I might have to use an older version of Proton. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I just gotta go pull the data folder out real quick. That's oddly specific. Move here. Where's the data profile? What you gonna do in 5 years, son? Is that the data folder? This is the data folder. Like, I use Windows 10 now, but I mean, like, when Windows 10 becomes obsolete, I'm gonna have to switch to Linux. Just for security. Alright, let's see if it runs now. Yep. Okay, so now what I can do is we can go back to gaming mode. I'm gonna have to unplug it for that because the shortcut's just not on this desktop profile. Hang on. I'm gonna restart it too while we're here just because, I mean, I've got a minute. It takes a 0 time to restart. I might as fucking well. Yeah, the bitch about Windows is like, okay, I actually did enjoy Windows 10. I thought some of its design decisions were stupid, but I mean, like, it was still functional for the most part. But if it's going to be unsupported in 4 years, I'm not switching to Windows 11. I don't even care. Like, I have a Microsoft account, but I'm still not going to switch to that. I don't want my computer phoning to somebody else. Did I look in general? Yes, I did. I saw the deer meme. So, the matter of, like, switching to Windows or whatever, switching to Linux, whatever, you can switch to Mac for all I fucking care. I just personally am switching over to this just because I would like to control my fucking computer. I don't know if Jester did. There it is. It's restarting. Come on. Come on! This thing's such a nugget. I love it. Let me restart the capture card. Oh, does it need restarting? It might just go. Is it gonna go burr? Is it gonna go burr? It is gonna go burr. There we go. So yeah, now that I've just done all that little bit of work there, I can just loads like a normal Steam game now. I'll never have to tinker with that ever again. Alright, let me go get, here's another cool thing. Even if the game isn't on Steam, you can sometimes find community loadouts. Oh, you can change the artwork and the name of it as well. Let's see your template. Keyboard. There we go. And let's get as high as we can get. Graphics. Let's crank that shit. And yeah, there we go. It's just running. Yeah, let's just start it. I'm not really trying to sell Linux to anybody. I'm just trying to get people off of Windows. I don't care what you go to. Just fuck this platform. It sucks. Slender the 8 pages. What fucking graphics, right? Thing I like to tell people who are like, you know, I don't want to go to Linux. Y'all know that Mac also works. Why is my thing not do? Does this support controllers? Hang on. Does this actually support controllers? Or is it just being a bitch? I think it's just being a bitch. Yes, it is just being a bitch. Ancient ass video game don't want to run on the hot shit thing. What other graphics options do we have here? Do we have any input options? Oh. Yeah, it does have controller support. It does have controller support. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. Let's go turn that on real quick. Does this work? Start video game. Start video game go better. There we go. Options. I cannot click. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back to the WASD one to get to do the click with the stuff. I don't think I've actually ever. I have a feeling we're gonna want that later. We'll keep that now. Extras. What's this? Oh wow, this is a whole ass game. They put some game in this game, guys. So can I even? It's not even letting me move with the mouse. What the fuck, game? All right, let's try switching over to controller now. Yeah, what the hell? Eh. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm kind of surprised it's even launched. I didn't expect to get this far. No, those are the PlayStation loadouts. There's a web browser. There's a web browser load. What does the web browser loadout do? Hang on. There's a web browser loadout. What? I didn't know this was a thing. That's funny as hell. Hey, can I quit kicking cables, please? There we go. That's funny as hell. I didn't. What? Okay. Hang on. Joysticks as mouse. Left joystick. No. We're gonna want this to be like WASD. Let's go get the WASD loadout profile first. And then I can fuck with it from there. Did this game use arrow buttons? Is this an arrow button game? I could see that. let's fuck with arrow buttons real quick. Okay, so we want to go to. Is this an arrow key video game? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Let's see if this is an arrow button video game. No, it is not. How do you... Let me fucking pull up my phone and look this up. What the fuck? Let's see here. I was pretty sure. Hang on. The 8 pages. Not controlling. Let me look at the bugs list here real quick. There's a whole fucking list of this shit. Crashes in desktop, black screen, not installed. Well, that doesn't help. Okay, here's a control guide for it. Yeah, it should just be WASD. It should just be WASD. What the fuck? Let's go back to the WASD default profile then. Okay. Oh, we have life. We have life. Okay. Okay, so the game is working. It's just controls are being weird. Okay. I thought we were getting some freeze frame shit. So WASD and shift, yeah, that all works out. Directional pad. No, we want radial menu. Make it so you can only move 1 inch at a time because you have to select it from the menu. Yeah, okay, I guess direction. Can we switch it to joystick maybe? No, that's just gonna okay. Oh, the funny music's starting to play. Alright, well, I kind of suspected this sort of shit would happen. This sort of shit would happen. This isn't a surprise to me. So I do have the big rig computer, which is more compatible with this type of shit next to me here. And I'm just gonna plug the capture card into that, and we'll fuck around with the 8 pages on that. Well, let me just unplug this from this, and we'll just use the main the big boy, the big boy, big boy. Where's this? Where is his cable? There's his cable. I think. What is this cable going to? What are you going to? Okay, that is its cable. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. There's its cable. Whoop. There we go. There we go. We got the big rig up. We burned through the first game so fast that I'm not even bitching too hard about having to fuck with shit to get it to work. Alright. I didn't even think that game would launch on the deck, honestly. I just wanted to see if it could. I'll fuck around with that in my own time just for the fun of it. Okay. Let me go grab the Wi-Fi dongle. Can we get a skull troll in chat for me forgetting that I needed to plug a Wi-Fi dongle into this thing? Can we get a few of those in chat? Can we get a few skull emotes for the fact that I forgot that the computer that I built doesn't have Wi-Fi? Okay. This dude's got the idea. This dude's got the idea. Here we go. Files. A download. Download. Yes. 10 years. That is beautiful. Oh, wait, no, download it. Stop! Go away! Fuck, Jesus Christ. Okay, hang on. No, don't full screen. Fucking... Okay. No, I don't want that. Jesus fuck. Okay, hang on. Extract here. There we go. Right? Nobody's gonna remember that shit 10 years ago. Okay, so let's see if it actually runs this time with controls. Yes, I do. Also, I believe... I need to get a new sound alert system in here, man. The Twitch one is so fucking inconsistent. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this would have worked if I had a keyboard and mouse plugged into the deck. Alright. So welcome to the original Slender that was made by the same people before the one we played. And I just wanted to play this on the principle of everybody has played this. So I should probably have played this. I don't care if it was a fad, like, almost a decade ago. I gotta have it under my belt. I don't care. Look at this 3-polygon tree. God, you move slow as shit in this game. Like, I thought you moved kind of slow in the one that we just visited. Oh, is there no page? Can we get an edit of the Megamind no bitches meme, but it's just Slenderman. It's just big white guy with the term no pages below it. Can I have this in my life? Really stock rock assets. I'll make it for like $5. I literally do not have $5 to spend. Or I would take you up on that offer. Do I have a stamina system? What's that? Do I have stamina? Why am I heavy breathing? How do I get that stuff? Okay. This is just a... I assume this is trying to be a grain silo. It is not. Oh, that's cool. They reused the sound in The Arrival with like kind of an HD tone to it for the homage section to this. So I believe that the lore explanation for this game is that right now we're playing as the girl who is the proxy in the mine section. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I've had at least 2 people now ask me why I love playing just really shitty... This one. Really shitty old horror games? Or like just really bad horror games? And it's because there's this element of cheese to them. And I know cheese is not everybody's thing. Not everybody likes really cheesy shit. But when you see something just innocently trying so hard to be so good at what it's trying to do, it's like you're not even laughing at it, you're laughing with it. It's like, you got a D on this project, and that sucks. But can we both laugh at this really funny spelling mistake you made? Can we both laugh at this tree texture you reused for the whole fucking game, please? I did get that in general, by the way. Oh, here's like an oil tanker. Here's another area from The Arrival that kind of got demade here, I guess you could say, or I guess remade and upscaled in The Arrival. That entire section was just kind of a remake of this in a smaller area to fit in with the overall theme of the game. And I kind of wish we had more sections like that in Arrival. Like, maybe not like 2 or 3 necessarily, but I would have loved another, like, Pages collection or something collection out in the woods section in Arrival. Maybe before, like, maybe your thing is you gotta start the forest fire. Well, what do you mean? As in, like, frame-wise, or as in my brain going flaccid? Both are valid. Both are valid. Video, my shit's saying that's playing okay. You're on mobile, so I'm gonna blame that on the Twitch app until we have more than one person. If I get 2 people complaining about the same issue, it's me. That's generally been my rule of thumb. Where are your fingers? Hey, you guys remember Slender Man Gangnam Style? Every time I go through this game in this little section, or anytime I see footage from it, this is my first time going through this, I don't know why I'm saying anytime, but anytime I see footage of this area, I'm always reminded of the iDubbbz video Slender Man Gangnam Style. Where it's just him playing Slender Man, but the Gangnam Style song plays when Slender pops into view. And, like, it went from funny to really cringe, back to really funny again. I do see the video in chat. digging Minecraft styles, might. Windows! Fuck! God! Okay. Just play the fucking video game. Your character is fat. I know, right? Motherfucker overheats internally after 3 steps. Alright, we've gotten 2 pages. I'm assuming white guy's gonna start showing up. Louisiana moment. Average Texan. Somebody ping John. Somebody ping John in my server and ask him if that's an accurate descriptor. He's a Texan. Somebody go ping him and ask him about that. What's down here? Nothing. Cool. If I don't give this game anything, it has a great ambience to it. Like, for what little amount of, like, game there is here, when I think indie horror game, this is the kind of vibe my mind goes to. In all the best ways. Like, yeah, all the tree textures are the same. Yeah, the grass is lazy. Yeah, it's all free fucking assets. Yeah, the Slender Man model's like 2 polygons and a piece of gum. But the audio design is just good enough to where it can sell it. And it's actually kinda spooky. Like, there wasn't, like, you can tell they gave a fuck when making this. It was the spooky man. Wasn't there also a day mode that they made for this? And like a funny mode? Wasn't there like a Shrek mode that was like, they had to remove it because it had copywritten sounds? Okay, so you can actually get this kind of ambience. Yeah, I'll talk about how to get this ambience, at least from my end. There are a few ways you can do it. The that noise. You hear that one? You can get that pretty easily with a condenser microphone and a piece of ductwork and a fan. So, like, let's say you have house ventilation. If you just find a spot in the ventilation where there's a fan and track it 10 feet down and shove a mic in there, you can get that noise. And I know it's stupid, but that's kind of how sound design do be. The thumping, you can get that a very similar thing. There are a billion ways to do this kind of, like, horror thump thump, thump thump. The one that I personally appreciate is a muffled drum in a, like... What about the sounds when it gets crazy? That's actually a fun one. I haven't heard the 7-8 pages one, but are you talking about the classic, like... that he makes? Like, the Slender noise. The Slender noise. No? Okay. I haven't heard, like, the late game ambiance, if you will. Where the fuck? Where's the rest of the map, yo? Okay. MLG Teletubbies. Oh, hell yeah. So, the Slender noise, I'm sure there's a million ways to do it. That noise. The Slender sound. No, no. You can get that noise a myriad of ways. I'm not sure how they did it for this game. The way I would probably go about doing it would be to take a pair of magnets to an 8-track tape player plugged into an amp and DAC. Like, just disassemble the device and pull out the 2 read heads and just kind of slowly hold a magnet to it. I could see that working. You might be able to get that effect done with a VHS player, too, because that also does magnets. But I would say the 8-track player, because it's just such a simpler mechanism, you're probably going to have better success. You're probably also going to want to pitch it up. It's going to be more of a bassy noise. So you'd probably want to, like, pitch it up and add a bit of reverb. I love sound design. It's one of the funnest parts of filmmaking. Or any making, honestly. Any production. Wow, okay, if I just stop hitting that button, I can get my flashlight back. Wow. Hell, I'd say that's still a good, solid career choice. That's one of those careers that you can kind of build for yourself, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where electrical hums tend to sit. A lot of the times, background noise and that sort of, like, weird humming you get from old equipment is just, like, the shit that shit makes, because that's how they didn't know how to make it not do that at the time. Like, my favorite example of this is old TVs. You know that, like, you get when you turn it on? That's like the phosphorus inside that son of a bitch warming up after, like, the past 8 hours you haven't been using it. It's 60 hertz equipment. Even 50 hertz equipment, you still get that noise. You still get that noise. Where are we? Do I have a map? No. Of course not. That'd be fun. What about the 1 hertz? That you are describing a screen that can only display one frame per second total. And I would imagine that sounding like hell. Okay, so we're back in here at least. We're back in the Gangnam Style house. Oh no, the 1 hertz is gonna be inaudible to the human ear. No, I'm saying the equipment needed to make that happen is gonna make a much worse noise than any level of, like, hertz that you could have. I'm saying the transformer and that son of a bitch downclocked to that level is gonna hiccup and make more stupid noises than the actual screen itself. No. I like how the answer to how to beat him is just don't look that way, forehead. Okay, you're talking about a TV screen. A TV screen has a transformer relay inside of it that controls the hertz rating. So by taking it from 60 hertz down to 1 hertz, you would effectively be bottlenecking a copper coil. And that's gonna make some weird noises. Hell, that actually might even make a magnetic field or some crap. You might have just described how to make an electromagnet out of an old TV. Hang on. Yes. Also, so I saw this post on Twitter the other day talking about how 120 hertz compared to 60 hertz is, like, apparently really fucking smooth. Oh, Windows! No, stop it! No, bad. Oh, fucking Jesus, where am I? Okay, and now my keyboard is holding W by itself. I'm not even hitting the fucking keyboard, and my mouse is now fucking up. Does your light run out of battery? I can't hit anything. I can move my head, none of the buttons work now. such a smoother experience, yeah. Oh, there he is. It's such a smoother experience gaming on this. I got 3 out of 8. I got 3 out of 8. Let me go look up the ambience that you were talking about for like the 7-8 pages level. Let me go look that up real quick. What's this YouTube link? Do you already have it? Or is this just a guide? Oh my god, go away! Jesus. This is the soundtrack. Okay, so let me... Where's my mouse? 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Ooh. They're using... This is a few different noises. This is a few different noises. The... that you hear kind of like fade in and out. That one... Ooh. Yeah, no... It's like that. What they're doing, I think, is they took a copper coil. They took a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, and they took... It sounds like they took the head off it, and maybe wrapped the coil wires together in a weird way, maybe like around a piece of steel or something, and held a magnet to it. Because it has that kind of hum of like something ain't plugged in right. But it's also... It's way too, like, deliberate. Like, there's a set pattern there, and that's hard to get with that kind of noise. And this isn't going off of my audio engineering experience. The growl noise... Here, let me listen to it again. Okay, that's the Slender Man noise. You can hear that just kind of distorted in the background. The growl noise is two things. One of which, it sounds like a subwoofer that they don't have plugged in all the way, or maybe just have plugged into nothing and power, and are just like have something conductive on the other end of the cable. And it sounds like they took that noise and pitched it down, added reverb, and slowed it. The other noise... The noise on top of that... I think that's a fucking car. I think that might be an engine. That they just really butchered in, like, Audacity. Yeah, I think that's what they did. I think they have a stock recording of a car, just like engine running, and a very heavily modified subwoofer backfire noise, layered on top of each other and slowed down and reverbed. Oh, Audacity can totally do that shit. By the way, if you're still using Audacity in the modern day, I referenced it because this is, like, fucking almost as old as some of my viewers. Don't. Audacity went horribly wrong. Audacity, you could almost consider it a virus these days. There's a million open source versions that are better. Go get one of those. Don't use Audacity anymore. I don't know what went horribly wrong with them, but it wasn't okay. God, that is fascinating. It's gonna steal my TF2 hats, right? It's gonna steal your fucking essential cat photos. Still somehow less destructive than Ben Shapiro's entire career. fuck? Let's see here. Let me look at the other ambience tracks in this, because I heard pages 3 and 4. How's 5 and 6 go? Is it any different? Okay, there. It's just an isolated version of that. Yeah, that's definitely a car. Oh, is this the 60 hertz noise? Is this the oh my god it hurts noise? Alright, for those of you who have issues with sound, stop. Yep. Yep, that's the noise. That's the noise. That is totally the noise. Let me turn down desktop audio a little so we can fuck with this. What does 1 hertz sound like? What was 1 hertz? That was a single hertz. It's a brown note. Yes. What does 5 hertz sound like? Let me see what the upper echelon of what I can hear is, okay? So I'm gonna start playing this, and from 1, I'm just gonna scroll up until I can hear something. Ooh. Okay. So, apparently I can hear 28 hertz. Apparently I can hear 27 hertz. I can't hear anything below that. It's 40. We're gonna turn this way down. We're gonna turn that to there. Here's 120 hertz. Here's what the UK standard runs at. It's a spooky month. Yeah, the absolute lowest I can hear is 26 hertz. And the absolute highest I can hear... The absolute highest I can hear is 16,337 hertz. Oh god, that is painful. Oh! That's a noise, alright. Ah! Upper limit of human hearing. Okay, so I'm not far off from that. I'm not far off from that. What's the average? What's the average? Please tell me my ears are better than my eyes. Please tell me I'm not just all-round fucked. What's the average per limit of human... Okay, so I am in the average of 15 to 17 hertz. I am in the upper average of being able to hear annoying sounds. I'm so happy about this. This fucking kills me. I hate that I can hear that. I don't want to hear that. 15, 17 kilohertz. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, we going fancy. Well, here's the Slender the Arrival soundtrack. So the noise we heard originally was... I kind of want to see what this one's track sounds like. So let's see here. Slender. Yeah. This is just a nicely remade version. Yeah. Here we go. This is just a very nicely remade rendition of the original Slender ambience. That is a really nice little detail, actually. I quite appreciate that. Wow. Okay. Cool. Breaking Bad theme. I'd go out and play that on stream, but I have a feeling Twitch wouldn't like that very much. I don't know why. What's this? Go away. How fucking fascinating. Twitch doesn't like you very much. Twitch doesn't like itself very much, let's all face it. Also, let me just organize this real quick, hang on. Perfect. Fantastic. Walter White's gonna break out of my computer and fucking eat me for this one. You know what sucks about this setup? So, I used to have 3 of these monitors, right? And I'm gonna make your desktop stupid. You wanna... Huh! Huh! Alright, hang on. Why is this an option? Why is that in my Microsoft account? I've never set this as a background. Why is this on my account? Why is there a low-res photo of Otto on my Microsoft account? Zaza? What? Hang on, what are the other ones? No, this is off topic. What are the other ones? No. What are the other ones? What else do I have? Okay, we've got the stupid mushroom. Browse, is this just... Oh, that's great. Hang on, let's take half of these. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Let's really... Hang on. Hang on. Hang on, guys. It's like he's spitting them. Like he's spitting them. He's choking on Windows files. Let's just make this noxious. Let's make it so anybody with OCD who sees this is just gonna have a fucking aneurysm. I'm gonna turn on this computer after all of this. And I'm gonna be so fucking confused. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Alright, well, on that note, we did have another Slender game that got submitted. We do have another one. However, I realized that we have absolutely fucking no representation from Slender in the indie horror game mashup. And I've heard there are only like 4 good Slender games. Okay. There's only like 4 good Slender games, as opposed to what I've heard. E.g. So I'm saving the last Slender game that we have for the indie horror game special. This coming Halloween. That's right, baby. So we do have a bit of Slender representation in there. We have a Slender game in there. Oh, fucking Christ. This is fun. This was really fun. I do not regret buying that game. I actually probably will go back to that one in my own time and 100% it just for the Steam clout. Because I actually really did like that little experience. It was really well made. I had gotten the impression that we had something more like 3 hours left of it, as opposed to just like roughly 2. Because the first half of the game took us like 3.5 hours to get through. And there were 4 more chapters left out of a game with like 9 chapters. So I kind of got the feel that we weren't done with it yet. Like, that would go a little longer. Because Until Dawn was another game series. Like, I thought that would be a lot longer than it was. I think Majora's Mask is kind of like fucked with my groove and made me think that every game's just going to be a million hours for no fucking reason now. And I'm gonna have to start looking at gaming a little differently now. I'm gonna have to un-PTSD a little, you know? Fucking Christ. I love the Majora's Mask streams, though. I still need to put... I did archive and save the final episode of it, despite the rest of the series not being properly archived because it was so fucking long. The crypt requirements are hilarious. I love them. Crypt is one of the games that will be showing up in the stream. I have refused to watch the videos. What is a sound card? Context. What context? Are we talking the product? Or are we talking... Oh! Oh my god, you're actually asking about a sound card. Like an actual sound card. Oh my god, I haven't heard of those in forever. I did see that in there. I forgot that that was a thing. They still make these. You know how you have a graphics processor for your computer that's separate, a GPU? Well, a sound card was your SPU. So while your graphics card handled visuals, back in the day, before computers had audio built into the motherboards, in order to get audio, you would have to get a sound card as well. And HDMI and DisplayPort kind of made that irrelevant. But what it would include would be like, you would have a set of little speakers for your computer that were separate from your monitor and shit, unless you had like a whole integrated one, in which case you were rich, okay? But you would have these 2 little desktop speakers, and they both had an individual 3.5mm cable. And you'd get your sound card, which was a separate sound processor for your computer. And it would plug into there, and you'd plug your speakers into that, and that would be how you would get audio. If you didn't have that, you might have onboard audio on the motherboard back then, but probably not. These days, most computers have sound cards actually built into the motherboard. You can still go get a sound card. And there are some real advantages to it. Sound cards are kind of cool in the fact that the new ones coming out are more enthusiast-orientated. So if you're more of an audiophile, or you are more of an engineer, or an audio expert, or a sound guy as a whole, you're probably going to either use the default one your computer comes with, or you're going to go out and buy one, because then you don't have to worry about having a desktop DAC and amp, for example. Here on the studio, we do have a desktop DAC and amp. because I just happened to have one. I didn't want to go get a sound card, and even if I didn't have one, the one on my computer's fine. But back in like the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, yeah, you'd have to go get a separate sound card if you wanted audio at all. I think early 2000s it got a little better. Ironically, Apple was kind of innovative with the G3. They actually had speakers in the computer for that shit. Most companies didn't at that time. Most companies legitimately just said, fuck you, go get a sound card. You know, it's really funny actually thinking about the amount of computer components that have just been built onto motherboards now. Because we don't have to deal with RAM daughter cards anymore. We don't have to deal with sound cards, obviously. We don't have to deal with, expansion cards. We don't have to deal with Ethernet cards. Keep in mind, like, okay, you know all the ports on the back of your computer? Those used to all be separate purchases. You would have to go get, like, in the early 2000s to build a computer, if you were, like, on a budget, you would have to go get a USB card. You would have to go get your IDE controller card, your IDE cables, your Molex power supply, and your IDE hard drive. Nowadays, you can just go buy an SSD that is lightning fast and screw it into the motherboard, and you don't have to worry about controller cards or anything. That's all just been eliminated. My favorite piece of verbose tech, okay, this always killed me, was IDE controller cards for disk drives. Okay, so what you would do was you would power a card with a Molex cable in your computer that would have an IDE cord running off of it that you would plug into your floppy drive and then your disk drive. And then on the disk drive, there was a set of pins on the back of it that you had to bridge with a little pin connector with a pair of tweezers to get it to be the setting you needed, fucking whatever. And then you would go back to your fucking card and key in those things on the little pin header on it. And then you would go into whatever operating system, probably like Windows 95 at the time, maybe 98 if you're fucking balling. And you'd have to go install the driver that came with it off of probably a CD-ROM because USB wasn't standard for installations and hardware vendors didn't have websites at the time. It was a clusterfuck. It was a clusterfuck. Windows 38. Yeah, people forget that there was a Windows 1. And it was called Windows 1. It wasn't DOS. It wasn't 98. It wasn't 95. It was Windows 1. There was also a Windows 3. And then Windows came out in 1998, and they actually did make numbered installations. And then they said XP because fuck you. I love the history of these computers, man. I love them. They're just such, like, to get where we are now with the modern conveniences that we have, the amount of bullshit old computers had with them cannot be understated. Because people nowadays don't have to deal with, they don't have to go out and deal with building a computer to get their their online addiction going. They just have to go buy a smartphone. Back in, like, 98, oh, fuck. You had to get, like, $3,000 worth of equipment to get the damn thing running. And even then, it might work as long as nobody picks up the phone. Somebody makes a phone call, all your shit's disconnected. You're fucked. Got to start over. Fuck you. God. I'm trying to get my hands on a VGA capture card right now. Just as a little side project. Because I still want to do those destruction streams, but I want to do them with original hardware because old viruses used to do shit like eject your disk drive or fry your hard drive or make your power supply blow up. Like, they were genuinely harmful. Because there was just no safety on that shit. Sort of like Dio with cars. I have a very in-depth view on it, because I've just dealt with it so fucking much, that it's like, if you come up to me and say, hey man, how do you think this Pentium 2 is gonna do? I'm gonna immediately compare it to a Raspberry Pi, tell you to shut the fuck up and go get a 4th gen i7 or some shit. Some old crap-ass i7, because that's gonna perform 5 times better. And that's the kind of brain level we're talking about. Anyways, enough of my fucking stupid tech rants. Thank you all for coming to the stream. These will be uploaded to YouTube relatively soon. Hell yeah. For those of you who are new to the channel, and for those of you who are just stopping by, thank you for popping in here. And, bye-bye!